LC with Crystal Edge Technology screens. Our FLE company. Gotta go check on something real quick. So I want to do outdoor. Yes, we definitely want to do outdoor, but it's raining. It's actually raining. Uh, yeah, it started raining. So what we're going to have to do is we'll probably have to wait until tomorrow. But until then, you still give me a chance to get a chance to check out the screen's indoor capabilities, because this is a pre-coated service that we have available available soon for our customers. That is going to be a front and rear technology. This is a stretchable surface that is going to be something that you can stretch over a pre-existing frame, or just design over your own frame, or use it for inside use. It's up to you. So right now, I'm gonna go check for this package is supposed to be here, I think today or tomorrow. And also too, I'm going to see what the weather is like there. Because the last time I checked and I looked out the door, it was raining. But gotta give it good weather, so we can trust technology. I'm so glad that I went out there this morning, early in the morning, and painted the screen. Because imagine if I waited till later and we got the rain we have right now, I would have never gotten the screen done. So I'm happy about that. All right, let me see. What am I looking for here? Retardations is my soundbar's on. No, that looks right. Look, no sound coming from the soundbar. The soundbar never has sound coming out of it. I swear, I fight with that soundbar so much. It never has sound coming out of it. Wait, maybe I'm gonna put that soundbar. Let me fix up the cables on that side. Make sure everything's working on that soundbar. Soundbar is so temperamental, I swear. Oh, my fault. I can push everything through. Alright, I push everything through. So I do want to test against the certified. Looks like we got light coming through. But last time I checked it was cloudy and rainy. So hopefully it didn't rain that much. If it didn't rain that much, it'll at least be out there. But I wanted to get outside at 5 o'clock. Just see if the screen would react around 5 o'clock, because I need that for the specification sheet. But we'll see what God has plans, because again, there's a reason for all things. Let me go grab my keys. Oh. One of these or one of these? So, I'll be back and we'll check on something real quick. It's not raining anymore. Really? Okay, do we are going to be outside today? Oh. All right, too close to the door. Almost got stepped on. I ain't see it there for a minute. Oh no. It's kind of like that do you feel lucky weather. I know that one all too well. Or do you feel lucky weather? We'll see. Wait a bit, see what happens. Because there's clouds outside. And then it's clear, but there's clouds, so I don't want to take the chance to get the screen. The screen's weatherproof. I don't want my equipment getting jacked up. So let me see what our weather in Allentown's going to be like. We weren't supposed to have rain today. So let me see what we got going on here. Weather in Allentown. 65 degrees. Oh, we got showers. So we got showers. That's why I don't want to run the risk of taking the equipment out there, and we have no out of boxes, nothing for the equipment. And we got that do you feel lucky kind of weather. 1 minute it could be good, 1 minute could be bad. We need a day where there's no rain at all, period. So we'll try again tomorrow. But until then, while we're inside, I want to get some of this testing done. And Mr. Taco, guess what? That's an area you do not need to be at right now. Thank you. All right, something else I wanted to see real quick. So I need to see if the screen's transferring through. And it is. It's transferring through quite nicely. So that shows the screen is front and rear. Right there. I'll do a demonstration over here later on. I just want to get an idea if it is transferring through clean. There's our image on the other side. But it is transferring through. Alright. That's good. Alright, cool. At least we know it transfers through, so that's good. That's fantastic. Alright. So we do have a transfer through. It does transfer through. That's good. Alright. Let me see. Okay, demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
With ProPlan Sport, incredible happens here. But it starts
there. There. So we're at 1,000 lumens, 600 by 800 SVGA on our Sony VPL, I think CS4 projector portable. And this is our pre-coated surface. This is going to be our FLE, which is our Fusion Light Energy pre-coated portable projection screen at 100 inches 16.9. That we're going to be charging around, priced at $167 with free worldwide shipping. Let me get this stuff out the door.
I would go to yoga, but I don't have the right gear.
Save on all the best activewear at Sierra.
Also, I might have sent a late night text to my instructor on his honeymoon.
Fishing gear at Sierra.
Well, you can't go back to yoga.
Let's get moving.
4K snow screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
We may be able to get this outside. It says around we should be getting rain, but I don't think we're gonna get it. I think that's what they're just saying in the forecast. So right now, don't want to chance it. I'm still gonna try it at 5 o'clock tomorrow, but I do want to get this thing outside. See what the reaction is going to be at 1,000 lumens at 720p. So we set it up real quick. Bring all the cables, wires through real quick, and rush it. Get everything set up. We should be good to take everything down, because this is unlike the backyard. I had a distance of freaking like 18 feet between, actually farther than that, between that and getting the equipment back in. Over here we got less, so we pretty much can chance it. I need to get this thing outside, but right now, since we're inside, let's use this time to basically see how the inside applications are going to work. And like I said, best way to test this is using the low-end projectors, because again, the big boys are nice and all, but it's cheating. I feel it's cheating. It's just too much. Might as well start with bare minimum. Hey, what are you up to? Yeah, I'm looking right at you. Sitting there rubbing his face against the cables. Alright, so one of the tests we had to run is a white level test, which is good because we have a 1,000 lumen projector out here to make sure that the screen's generating a nice high white level next to the white surface. Again, we don't want it coming up dark where it's unwatchable, like the surface we had for our black paints and different color black paints and black fabrics and so forth. We don't want that. And again, like the other screen for the smartest surface, which again, I'm so baffled how that screen came up so dark. Or it wasn't tested. That's why. It just wasn't tested correctly. The screen should not be coming up dark at all, period. very well may have the screen launched before, probably around in the first week of May. I could knock everything out in 2 days. Because this doesn't require like different forms of surfaces to be painted to. The only surface right now I'm concerned with when it comes to the Eclipse. This is the Eclipse. Sorry about that. When it comes to the Infinity, I keep saying Infinity. Is it Infinity? Superior Infinity and Superior Infinity. That's a coding application that allows you to convert your screen to what you want to convert them to, like different surfaces and stuff like that. It's not the inflatable screens. That's not an issue. That's actually very easy to do. It's the PVC screen. So if you screen how the screen is made with the front and rear, well, they have screens that are made out of PVC material. That's the material that we're curious how it will react to. Everything else it'll react to with no problem. It's just that particular surface. Because again, that's the surface that if you fold the screen up, you run an extremely high risk of the screen fusing together, and then you're going to have a big problem on your hand. Your screen's definitely going to get wrecked. So, if you were to spray this on a fixed frame screen, not a problem whatsoever. We're not talking about this product. We're talking about the paint-on application which we have for the outdoor technology, which is basically going to be our Infinity Black. Or Superior Infinity Black. Anyway, so we're not worried about the other surfaces. Not worried about that. It's that one particular surface, because if it's stationary and you have it hanging up there, that particular surface is extremely temperamental. It still has the possibility to crack and peel while it's up there. So yeah, it's a surface we usually don't go near them. AKA polyester tarp. That's pretty much what they are. So they don't work too well. So maybe the coating will adapt to it, maybe it won't. We don't know until we actually do those tests. Other than anything else, it's going to run off it with no problem whatsoever. To be able to convert your front and rear inflatable screens, you can do it with no problem. This stuff bled right through the screen. It was able to convert the screen with no problem whatsoever. So, completely changed the white screen completely black with no marks, no blemishes, nothing. So it'll bleed through that with no problem. It's just that tarp surface, that polyester, that PVC mixture, yeah, that stuff is a freaking nightmare to work with. That's why I said you can't go out and make statements that your stuff works on everything, because that's not true. And I'm going to show you with an acrylic black and white basic screen paint. We paint this to a that PVC tarp surface. It's going to stick. Definitely going to stick. Going to damage your screen. So you have to know what you're dealing with. You have to. You just make accusations that your stuff is weatherproof. Hey, come on, man. You're doing too much. You're right under... Okay, come on. Come on, you're doing too much. Go sit down. Go sit down on your mat. Thank you. You're doing too much. I got to be on camera, calling out 4 or 5 times. You stay from the cables. You got to go over and sit in your area. But yeah. So, those are things you have to see. You know, you're talking about, you take a PVC vinyl surface and you stick it outside in the cold, the whole entire game changes. The reaction changes. The screen can become extremely stiff. It can become brittle. The materials can crack. It can peel. Anything can happen. That's why you can't just make accusations that your stuff is weatherproof unless you actually have done these tests where these screens were sitting out in these seasons and taking this abuse. Anything could happen. Say your product works perfectly fine. Say the surface you painted to doesn't react correctly. Say if the heat basically causes a trigger reaction. Say if the cold causes a trigger reaction. Anything could cause it. It could be cold and rain. It could be ice cold and rain. You could have ice particles form on your screen, and then the temperature can go up, and that thing could just snap on you. So this is stuff you have to be able to test and know it's going to work. Because if not, you run the risk of damaging someone's surface because you haven't done enough tests. And if they drag you into court because you damage a big enough surface, the first thing they're going to ask you is, what tests do you have to support that your product actually does function and work? And if you say, well, we really don't have any tests, well, guess what? You just got sued. Yep. Now, you could probably argue and blame it on the person who bought the screen that you should have done more research on your company before purchasing the item, but it's your fault altogether, because if you're selling a product and you're saying it's weatherproof, You got to prove it's weatherproof. Ooh.
For tough odors, use Tide Fabric Rinse and fight odors 3 times better than detergent alone. Rinse away tough odors. It's easy.
Gotta have trigger points. What time of the day does your screen activate? That's extremely important because the customer, he or she, needs to know this. If they got a backyard event coming up, some kind of party, whatever it means at the end of the day, they'll probably schedule a band or whatever. It's going to be behind that screen, a visual effect screen you're going to be using, or what kind of movie or whatever they're going to be doing at the end of the day. It has to be scheduled around that screen. So they're going to ask you, what time does this screen activate? You just can't. Most people will keep it in a safe zone and say, okay, it'll activate between 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is a safe zone, which means your screen will fire up around that time. Pretty much anything will fire up around 8 o'clock. But if you fire up at 8 o'clock, what's your performance going to be at 8 o'clock? Are they going to be to receive the contrast, the colors, and white levels? Because a white screen can pull up at 8 o'clock. What kind of quality are you going to get out of it? Slow color changer.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is a slow color changer test. This shows the difference between our product and the white surface. As you notice today, we did that same white surface, that sheet of paper. We put it against the screen itself before we coated it to show you that it matches. That's why I said when you see when people post on Amazon or eBay and they say, hey, it's a screen with a 2.0, it has higher white levels than any other screen. No, 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 no. They all match. They all match. They all match. I've done the test. So that white surface can represent a 2.0 screen. As you can see, that's the color that you're missing from your projector. Wait till we get outside. It gets even worse for the white screen. It's far worse. That shows you how much your color. Now, the beautiful thing I like about the pre-coated surface is the fact that I've met people, all kinds of people with the pre-coated. You got some people at the end of the day don't want to feel like painting their screen. It's already coated, already in the box, already ready to go. We got this hanging up with only 4 screws. That's all it's hanging. Nice stretchable surface. You got some people that may have handicap problems where basically they don't have the ability to be able to paint the screen. I can understand that too. So this makes it so much easier. All the way around it does. Now you can see at 100 inches, it's a very big screen. Built-in grommets, as you can see, they're nice and strong. I got the grommets push and stretch a little farther than they should be because I want to test the grommets. I said they're going to snap, rip, tear. All that stuff has to be tested. There's our color levels right there. We showed you white levels. Of course, we're going to show our Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
We'll break up our contrast levels. Now, as you can see, we got light piercing the screen from the window. Technology reads a 100% infinity contrast level, which means it doesn't make a difference if your projector has contrast or not. You will always receive that level. Now, the coating we have on this surface, we don't tell you what it is. Special coating we designed for this particular surface so we can get it to react the way we want it to react. Alright, let's see the technology's worth. Get ourselves certified. It's like I'm gonna give you the nickname. Look what I can do. So that's pretty much what you do. Every time that camera goes on, allow you not. Watch. I'm gonna show you one day. He'll be sitting over there in his own corner. He got a little TV over there he likes to watch. In a minute, you hear me say, "Hello, this is Kenneth on Black Series Edition LLC." He rises up and runs to the screen. He's a little showboat. I like the showboat. All right, so we're gonna take a certified screen. Show you the difference between our product and certified. First, we're gonna go over to our white surface first. White screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Look, we make it outside. 'Cause I'm seeing the sun peek through those windows. I'm seeing the sun peek through. And we may be able to get a chance to go outside and play with this a little bit. All right, so that's our white surface right there next to a black diamond technology. All right, let's go break it down. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Man, I know it right now. I don't want to, but I'm probably going to have to. And the reason why, because I'm going to hear it. And what I'm going to hear is at the end of the day that you got a light pushing through your window. It's making contact with the diamond surface. And I'm going to hear people saying, well, that could be disrupting the surface. You get it all the time. Like I said, you want to make sure you cover everything. Make sure you're fair. Doing things fair. Even though my screen is being hit with that too also. Let me see what I can find. We need a surface to cover that up. I don't like covering up windows, you know, I really don't. But, you know, I don't want to be accused of doing something that I'm not doing correctly. Let me see. Where is that cover? We have a surface in front of windows. I'm doing demonstrations with lights completely out in the environment. Let me see if I can go over here. Down there somewhere. Here it is. And let's see right here. There's a ladder. Anything? Oh, yeah, everything's here. Yeah, so, well, when we did when we first started doing the Elite screens, it was that our projectors weren't mounted up. And again, you don't have to mount your projector up. Screen should be able to pick up from anywhere where you're at. So let's go cover this up. I don't mind window light, as you know, but I don't want to be accused of basically having light just hitting their screen or just that contact, and that's basically about it. So I want to make sure that's all covered up. We don't have that issue. So let's get that sorted out and get that done. All right. All right. Prefer to have my son pushing through, but it's usually what I want to do, okay? Everything's good, everything's fair. Second. Darn if you do and darn if you don't scenario. And I'll tell you why. Well, we had a demonstration with lights on anyway. Because then if we take the light out, then we're accused of basically hiding from window light. And if we have the window light on, coming through the window and it's hitting the screen, then we're accused of using the window light to basically disrupt the picture quality of the certified screen. Woo-woo. We're the only ones to do the testing, pretty much when it comes down to it. Alright, so right there, we have screen innovation. Let's go back to that white level first. Right there. White screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Alright, the white screensaver in there first. There we go. There's a difference between the two. Alright. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Alright, there's a difference between the screen innovation, high performance certified screen. I think it has a 1.4 gain on that screen. And showing you the difference between our product and that high performance screen. Alright, so some light.
New
I'll get a commercial behind that one. Gee whiz. Slow color changer.
Getting that from YouTube.
The basic colors about Commercials behind everything. Alright, there we go. So that shows you the difference between the Black Diamond 1.4 technology versus our Eclipse Cinemax, which is priced at $167. Actually, it's one of the most affordable screens we have so far now. So as I said in the park, when I said that we're working toward making technology so much more affordable that you don't have to spend the money for expensive machines, you don't have to spend the money for expensive screens, you don't have to be trapped in dark environments, you don't have to go through any of that. We've been preaching that from day one on trying to make better technology for everybody. You know, we know from the door we're going to have people at the end of the day that are going to try to fight against us because they don't want this to happen. You got people out there that don't want to test, and they want to continue to rip you off with fake, fraudulent products. And then you got high performance technology out there that does exactly what it's designed to do, but it just costs too much money. By the time you call for $5,000 for a screen, just by anything you hit, you're going to tilt to that 10,000 mark easily. You buy your projector costs you $3 grand, $2 grand, you're about $7,000 already in because of the screen. So if you want to do a dedicated theater room setup, you got movie chairs, your popcorn machine, and all the stuff you want to put in there. Well, at odds and ends, it's all going to add up to a couple thousands of dollars, thousands and thousands of dollars. Now imagine if you start off with your screen and you start off with your projector, and that's going to cost you under $300. Look how much breathing room you have. That's the main two areas you need the most, besides the sound system. With the paint on applications we make an application you paint right to your ceiling. That's an infinity screen is going to cost you $10,000 to $20,000 to have somebody install a star system into your ceiling that you're going to stare at the exact same thing. Maybe it might change a little bit over and over again every freaking day you walk into that environment. Or you can basically change it up to anything you want. You can have fish up there. You can make it thunderclouds. You can make it snow. Anything you want. That's one thing I love about having my ceiling done. I can go in and just sit back in my chair and I can watch the ceiling change at will. Anything you want. Heck, you can watch a movie up there if you want. You didn't have the lights on. So the technology we engineer, we're designing stuff that's designed to cover everything. Now this surface right here, as you saw when I went behind the back of the screen, it is basically transparent. Light can transfer so sharp that basically it picks up on the other screen on the other side. It reads right through it. You can see it. You can see it. On top of that, you can see it's definitely acoustic because if light can travel through it, sound can also travel through it. All right, we got our color change out swap out here. Let's go over here and let's pull up our white levels. 4K Snow Screensaver.
Getting that from
See the
YouTube.
white levels balance will pick up. So start that cottage. So I want to do ultra short throw tests inside. I want to do ultra short throw tests outside. So we got ultra short throw projectors that are very important outside. It does give you that TV-like experience. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. Some people are like, oh man, ultra short throw, man, it's going to cost me so much money if I get an ultra short throw. Nope, we get our ultra short throw 720p NECs for under $200. When I have on the floor, I paid about I paid $60 for it. That's it. All right, let's come out of here. Let's go over here and grab another snowstorm. Alright, let's go over here and grab our snow dogs. Music is kicking. And you see we did the demonstration on the white surface also too, because what's a better way to test the white surface than to do against an actual white surface. But we're showing up to certify to show you at the end of the day that our technology, you feel it's more advanced, but also too to show you that at the end of the day that the price of this technology versus the other one. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let me see what tunnel we got here. If we can get out there, we can get out there. Let me see. We're at 5. Alright, come on this way. Someone give us this way. We'll try that rain now. 30% chance. So at 6 o'clock, we don't have any rain, so we can be outside today. As I said before, we can't take the certified outside. It's not meant to be an outside screen, so we got to follow the rules. It's not fair anyway because the screen's not designed for that. Most likely, like I said, we're going to be outside. We're going to be doing screens that are white. That's what we're going to be dealing with. Inside, it's a little bit different. We're doing certified screens inside. LG Beta Fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
Maintaining your pond, it doesn't have to be a lot.
Nature Desire AK.
Getting that from YouTube.
let's see what we come over here. This screen's gonna be a little easier to take. We should be out at 6 because you're saying that we're gonna have clear skies at 6, so that's good. We'll be out today. But this should be a little easier to put the screen down because unlike the 250, man, them bricks went airborne. So I'm gonna tie a couple of them outside, get them ready. This is already ready to go. So we'll be outside today, which is good. I'll have to order me another surface so we can paint a half and half. You know, like I said, that certified screen, they don't go outside because again, they're not made for outside. We did order a Yard Master coming through. We got the best of the best for the Yard Master. Show you my projector so you can have it on record. All right, we have it on record. There we go. There's our projector right there. Our 720p SVGA Sony VPL CS4. Check it out at Projector Central. Projector specifications. All right. Like I said, when I tell you our goal is to make a technology for everybody, we've been doing it from day one, to make a technology that everybody can afford instead of spending all this money for the expensive screens. And then when things don't work out, you're stuck in the dark ambient like controlled environments, you're calibrating, you're going through all these different form sites to try to figure out how to get it to work right. Yeah, you don't have to go through any of that. See how fast it is when you set all this up? Go over here and let's just grab some random stuff. Let's grab, let me see. Grab that right there. So this screen right here is pre-coated. For those of you who choose not, you don't want to paint, at the end of the day, I'm bring it back a little bit. Anytime I put my hand in front of the, anything in front of the screen, we go back and rewind it. For those of you who don't want to paint at the end of the day, we have the 169 already pre-coated surface, front and rear, ultra short though compatible, fully weatherproof. And as you can see inside, looks absolutely amazing and no expensive projectors required, which is a goody-goody gumdrops and all that. We are going to have, and also too, we're going to have the other one that basically it comes in gallons and 32 ounces. It paints the screen size at 32 ounces at 150 inches. 1 gallon would do a screen at 200 inches. This is also too an indoor and outdoor projection screen product. But basically, like I said, the Alpha Cinemax is no longer designed for weatherproof. This technology is designed for weatherproof. We are still selling the Alpha Cinemax, don't get me wrong. It's just that we wanted something like more of a dedicated toward outdoor, and that's what that technology is for. On top of that, after the sale is up, all 1 gallons under all the other screen paints will be removed. The only one that will be available will be the one for the outside version of our Infinity Black Cinemax. Some pretty colors in there. Let's go for, I like the one with the underwater. I like that one. Here we go. I like this one right here. I can imagine me being at one of these shows and seeing one of these crazy inky JVC projectors and say, what the frick you got all that contrast for? Well, you contrast for the screen. No, you don't need all that contrast. It's crazy. Well, what's your projector? Because I know they sit there and talk about specifications on the machines. Projector over here. Woo! I think we got like 100-to-1 contrast on this thing. So, wow, that thing is really old. That thing is a doorstop. Yeah, pretty much. It's a doorstop. But this whole combo setup can take out your screen. It shows the customers at the end of the day, no expensive projector required. One of the things I remember Was ever showing off the screen? They were showing off Sony's coffee table projector. Ever seen that thing? $50,000 for this projector. And I tell you something, there was more conversations in that room about the projector than the screen itself. Like $50,000 for a projector? Are you kidding me? That's a car at the end of the day. That's literally a car. At 50, that's a Tesla at the end of the day. So I was like, yeah, house burned down. Make sure you grab the projector first. It's kind of jacked up, but yeah, it's crazy. So in order to get that image, you got to spend $50,000, including the screen for it. Let's get some more levels in here. I'm gonna go with this right here. Let's get some outer space. Now, please understand that you can't use knockoff projectors with this technology. It will not work at all in any way whatsoever. So for the Valve WeMax, we don't support this projector. It's Movie Now, or whatever they got at the end of the day, we will not support it. It has to be under what projector we support, which are name brand machines only. You know, it's funny, I had a conversation a long time ago. Which one? I think it was Valve. It's funny, Jim goes, one of them, I gotta look the email up. But anyway, I had a conversation about them wanting to have us design a screen paint for their projection screens for their showrooms. What's the point? Because at the end of the day, they're still going to have to basically buy the paint through us. They can't buy it through you at the end of the day because we make it. But anyway, that's what they wanted us to do. But at first, before I was going to put my name or design anything for them, I wanted to test the projector out myself. And I'm pretty sure they saw our demonstrations. We don't basically hold anyone's hand at the end of the day. We're not into that line in my pocket. So I'm going to lie on YouTube saying that it works perfectly fine. It's an amazing projector. We're not doing it at the end of the day. No, I'm going to tell it like it is. If it sucks, it sucks. That's all to it. Just going to have to be to deal with it. But anyway, I sat there and had a conversation and said, look, you know, sooner or later, our technology is going to be recognized as the only product that's going to make a projector work and function. How is that going to work for you when we basically don't work with your product? Because your very screens for Valve and WeMax, we could destroy your screens so easy it's not even funny. Hey, Certify can take your screen out. Because I've seen the screens for those screens. They are white and gray. Every projector, it should tell you something. Every projector they bring out, either IWA or some new projector they bring out, how come none of those screens are really, really dark gray or black? Because they can't read on them. That's why. That's why. And with so many people are running out to get those projectors because they were fooled in believing that, number one, the 4K, we know it ain't doing 4K, but they were fooled in believing that they could achieve the 150 inches off an ultra short throw. You can achieve 150 inch off that $60 projector we have over there, which I've done multiple times in demonstrations, and still achieve 100% contrast and beautiful colors and fully lit environments. And it has less pixels than your machine at the end of the day without compressing, and still picks up a sharper image, which we're doing right now at 600 by 800, 720p. So the part that a lot of them got duped in and finally caught on that if your projector requires compressing in order to get a sharper image, how do we do this when the pixels are maxed at 150? Ah, there you go. Clicked in. That's what we're arguing with Valve about. We're like, wait a minute, wait. How are you compressing? Where's the extra pixels coming from? You don't even have enough to equal 4K, but yet you're saying you're compressing at 150 inch max? Where's it coming from? Then they went into this whole blah, blah, blah nonsense about how the something 4K, something chip or whatever. I was like, oh, whatever. No, you don't have any pixels to compress. Nope, you're all out. So that means that if you have to break the screen down smaller so you can have the pixels to compress. But I'll tell you something. Go to one of them audio connoisseurs pages where these people got literally Kiss concert speakers in the living room. Talk to them about trying to achieve a 4K audio signal through a 4K audio receiver through a projector that doesn't even pick up 4K at all, period. And a lot of alone doesn't read the audio either. I have a 1 second sound delay, which is going to drive you nuts. Now they do that roll your boat, and everybody does it at a delay, so they can have a kind of like an echo effect to it. That's what's going to be going on in your theater room. Same kind of reaction. I learned that when I basically was hooking up. Somebody had a 720p projector, 720p TV, and they wanted a 7.1 digital surround sound setup. You know, back then, remember those back in the day. And they had this 1 second delay. And they're like, what the freak is that? And I was like, oh, yeah, what's your TV? Your TV screen. That's 720p. That's why you got to upgrade to 1080p TV. Yep. I do love it when you see the people with the compressed 4K go over and have conversations with people with actual 4K. You got to go to this room. It's very interesting conversations that sway back and forth. And they just tell me right from like, no, I'm sorry, but you don't have 4K. You don't have it at all, period. Don't care what you compress, it ain't working. You can get a car kit for a Fiat. You can make it look like a Ferrari. Guess what? Still Fiat, no matter what. Now that's why I wanted to show you the certified screen standalone against a white surface. To show you that it does have amazing advancements, but next to our technology is completely different. It's not in the same boat. That's why I'm glad we did the surface before we coated it. Now the coating we have is not for sale. We don't plan to sell it ever. It is designed for us so we can convert screens into the new technology. But this one is the ones we're basically going to settle on right now for a while. I like this surface. It's portable. It's a good size at 100 inches, 16.9. Easy for us to ship all over the world for absolutely free. And as you can see by the results from the test, it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's also shown that $167 is worth its weight in gold next to high-grade certified screens. And this is considered to be our physical screen now. Okay, let's go over and let's grab Coca-Cola OLED.
Getting that from YouTube. Depend keeps you drier than...
Way too much information. Yeah, we should be able to get around this one now. There we go. Now, for those that ask them ultra short throw, it's a cakewalk. Again, the projector sitting a foot from the screen. If you're basically can't read on ultra short throw, you're in a dark environment with an ultra short throw, you have failed already from the door. You're a foot from your screen. This projector is smaller than a foot. You got 3,000 lumens smacked right against the screen. It's like you take a high searchlight and you go at a distance and you hit that from across the park. You still can see, but imagine if you get right up on top of the tree with that bad boy, how bright that thing's going to be. There you go. That's ultra short though. There we go, showing off our contrast levels. We showed off colors. We showed off white levels. We went back and showed you on the white surface, which is very important because this is what the screen's really going to be against. Actually, it kind of goes against both, but since it's going to be outside, it battles with the outdoor white screens. Since it's going to be inside, it battles with the certified screen, so pretty much a little bit of everything. Now, I'm just going to be nice today. I'm going to be nice all around. I'm not going to bring out the gray screen. But if you want me to, and you want to sit there and say, oh, but I think, please don't. Just don't. Yeah, we already went through the whole certified gunmetal real technology versus a gray screen on a white surface. Trust me, it's not going to go well. It'll be embarrassing. So I'm going to give you some mercy, and we're just not going to go down that road. We just stick to the screens that are important to us. Gray screen was never a screen in our site because it became part of our site because somebody ran their mouths too much, and that's why it became a part of it. Other than that, it was just white and certified, white and certified, white and certified. White screens because we're going to run into them all the time on site. Other people have them. You're just going to see them all the time. And certified screens because we have to prove that technology is worth what it's worth. You got a screen coming out there, and it's around a screen paint, and it's around $300-400. And people say, well, why is that product $300-400 compared to all the other screen paint out there? Because that screen can take on $5,000, $7,000 projection screens. That's why. What we got going on over here? Perfect black, Dolby Vision. Are we?
Kids need clothes that fit right to feel comfortable, and that goes for their nighttime underwear too. Good nights.
Oh, we've done this one already. We've literally done this one already. Oh, no, we haven't done this one. Okay. We're going through this. I think we've done the Coca-Cola. I love marketing when it comes to... one thing I love because I do a lot of marketing myself. I like watching other marketing. We'll make the cereal tinier, real tiny bites. And we'll call it bite-sized mini bites. You're getting more. They're just shrinking it and just giving the same amount, just making it smaller. Probably could be getting less. But it's funny because people do buy it. They like that mini compressed. You ever seen the HD Doritos? HD, high definition Doritos. Wow. It's funny, it's interesting. I've seen high definition tape. Regular masking, regular tape. It's high definition, it's crystal clear. Which is interesting because whatever you tape it over, it's no longer going to make the tape crystal clear. Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Lights out. 1,000 lumens. Told you. See, the thing about when we show you a black screen producing in a fully lit environment and you're seeing the ability to be able to overpower screens, this isn't a fully lit environment. Imagine what these screens look like when you turn the lights out. I mean, that screen can flex at 100%, which means anything the lays against in the dark is not going to survive that screen. That's why these screens are black technology is the ultimate for dedicated setups. White sheet of paper we have here. Put that right there. We got a white surface right there, and we have certified gunmetal. Slow color changer.
Getting that from YouTube.
We're going to clean some dirt, and it's going to end up looking like something on a wall here in downtown Chicago.
There we go. White level test, 1,000 projector. That's why you don't have to calibrate when it comes to our technology. Calibrating is not needed. Calibrating is only needed for screens that are gray screens. The gunmetal doesn't require calibrating. It really doesn't. It doesn't require it at all, period. But the gray and white screens, they do require that calibrating. So I told you that the technology basically reads at an extremely high rate with the lights out because, again, that screen's sitting there absorbing all the light in the environment and still maintaining its colors and contrast on white levels. But imagine if you take the lights out, what it does. Now, this technology has FLE embedded into it. It's our new technology, a new coating that we have. Again, this is not a coating we're going to be selling. This is especially for us to do screens when we decide we want to make screens physical. All right, let's pull up our snow levels. 4K snow screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
There you go. Now, can you imagine me popping up in a show with a $167 projection screen and a projector that cost me under $100? Especially this relic right here, Old Faithful. And everybody sitting up there with these $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, maybe $1,300, maybe $1,500 projection screens, and they're looking at these overpriced, expensive machines at the end of the day. And we're in here with our little projectors over here, our 600 by 800 720p units. This is why when we get out there, this stuff is gonna actually shoot up like wildfire. It is. Because I noticed in all the demonstrations I watch on all these different screens that everybody's sitting up there with these high-grade machines. Every single person has some kind of high-grade projector.
Swicey, say hello to Swicey.
Now that I'm a homeowner, I'm breaking out the good stuff.
If you look at those sites, you'll notice that the booths that they have set up, they can control the lighting in the environment. The 150-inch screen was covered with a little roof on top and the walls and everything. And the other screens that were sitting 21 feet from the ceiling were basically complaining a little bit in their videos that the light was plaguing the screen. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to pay all that money. At 21 feet in the air. So the average ceiling in a home is between 8 to 9 feet. See how that's going to work out for you. So with those beautiful white levels on our technology, able to maintain, pull with no problem whatsoever. I'll show you another kicker right here. Our screens can pick up at 180-degree viewing angle, whether that be inside, outside, anywhere. 0 narrow viewing angle or narrow viewing comb effect. LG snowboarding demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now you have options with our technology. You have the option to have your lights on or off. You can be inside or outside now with this new technology we have. And with the pre-coated, well, like I said, it's a physical screen at $162. Or sorry, 67, my fault. We're after time. We're getting there. We're good. We got a lot done. Now, if I didn't have my technology here, people ask me this all the time, certified screens. If I was going to have to buy a certified screen, it'd be a diamond technology. It would be. Yeah, because like I said, so it's a screen that turned our technology. And I was looking at our gray paints back in the day, and I saw their technology. I was like, ooh, yeah, this is not going to go well. But yeah, over certified screens, it'd be diamond. They make a good screen. And I've tested just about everything. Watch the transition, which means 100% contrast levels. Perfect color balance. Here we go. Lights on demonstration. Things off. For lights on. Let's go over here and let's pull a transition real quick. Sony 1 hour demonstration, 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's see if they're going to give us what we want. Tokyo walkthrough. Wow. Hold on. Excuse me. Sorry about that, people. Let's try it again. Sony 4K demonstration, 1 hour.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Why does she fight me? Why?
Every Triscuit is a simple, delicious snacking opportunity. Easily paired.
Now we're going to do the transition. Transition basically like it's a certain part in this video demonstration that we started with some nice, beautiful, bright colors. Then we transfer to straight black. Then we go right back into these nice, bright colors again, which means your screen has to be the transition. It has to be to change that color. Change from the color without washing or fading. It has to be to pull up that contrast level at 100%. Now, even though we have our best advantage technology basically pulls at 100%, the inferiors pull up super dark screens, but they don't read at 100%. And the color screens, they definitely don't read at 100%, but they do pick up an amazing contrast, and they can take out a certified. All right, just go over here. Let's get these nice color transition. I like to start with that nice, pretty blue, and then we'll just watch that transition go right on through. Oh, you want to see something real quick? I'm going to show you some of these colors. Advancements, people. Oh, what did I do that for? I just had to keep pouring it. Got to be outside in a few minutes. All right, let's get this up here real quick. When you go too far, I think we went too far. Let's see if we went too far. No, we're good. There we are. There we are, because there's that one section right there. Nope, there we go. We gotta go back a little bit. There we go. Oh, there we go. There's a transition right here. Let's go. This is why we show you the color patterns. Because the color patterns show you solid blues, solid greens, and reds, and orange. You have to be to pick that color up. Perfect balance. This is why we do demonstrations. We show the white levels, and people go, when we first started showing up, your screen's coming up a little darker. No, it's actually picking up a color balance, a perfect white level balance. Because again, if you have too much white in your screen, then that means your color fails. And if you have too much contrast in your screen, your screen becomes too dark and too dirty. Can we just go through this for her? I'm trying to get that transition period. What are we doing here? Come on. Oh, sorry. Wrong transition period. Because it's supposed to go to contrast. Ooh, but I want to play this part right here. It's all this beautiful red in here. Look at all that red in there. All right, let's get that transition period. I don't want to be too long in this video. I don't have to go back to that because I like that right there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm looking at this. What in the world? It's the same video we play all the time. Where's the little girl running through the... I want to go to this section right here now. I like all this over here. What's going on over here with different colors and stuff. I have to go run through that whole section too, on top of that. Yeah, we went back too far. Still, I'm going to check that out too. I want to go back to that too. Yeah, this is it right here. But now there's a section over there I'm going to start doing more on too. There's some beautiful colors over there. We definitely got to play in that section. All right, so this is the transition section, okay? Here we go. There we go. Ah! Really?
We do this more often, bro. Just chilling. You and me.
You know the jacked thing about it? I can't go back. This one let me push past. Okay, perfect. So now we got beautiful blues. Then it's going to change over to contrast because it's going to have to transition. The diamond's picking up pretty good right there. Look at that. Picking the colors nicely. There's a transition. Which means my projector behind me has less than 100:1 contrast, and it can transition because the screen allows it to. That's why I explain to people with ultra short throw projectors, you cannot have a TV-like experience. It will never exist. You know why? Because your screen plays a huge role in whether your projector produces or not. If you have an improper screen, guess what? Your projector doesn't work. And I hate it when stores tell people at the end of the day that, hey, the projector is going to transfer all that. You see that right there? It's going to transfer right to your screen. Oh man, that's a huge lie. That's not going to happen at all, period. That's why they contact us. Turn on my projector. I can't get the contrast to work. I'm changing it, fiddling with the options, trying to get those darker levels. And it's funny because if you brighten up the brightness on your projector, guess what starts failing? Your colors start washing out, even at a rapid pace. Your contrast levels start washing out. It's kind of a back and forth kind of thing, like trying to equalize an equalizer in the dark, which lights out. Well, this is lights with lights out. Or blindfolded. Trying to get that perfect pitch of color. It ain't gonna happen. Color balance is off. Now see that perfect black, that 100% black level pushing? You can do it with the lights on. Some people turn the lights off because again, it helps the contrast. Also helps the color too. Oops, sorry about that. Hit my controller. There we go. Now we're going to transfer over to some beautiful colors. When people say, I can see the diamond. Of course you can see the diamond. It's an outstanding screen. That's why we test against the high-grade certified. These are screens that are definitely worthy of our time. You've seen what that high-grade certified looks like a gray. That thing will do that to any gray screen. Makes it unwatchable. Completely unusable. But next to our technology, we expect for that technology to be good. Look at the white surface. As you can see, ain't nowhere to be found. It's like screaming Marco in a pool, and someone's supposed to scream back Polo, but there's no one there. If you have a white screen, you definitely ain't picking up anything at all. Period. Even if you're in the dark. Because you've been to that before, people say, well, I'm going to be in the dark anyway. I'm not going to see a difference. Oh, yes, you will. Yes, you will. You stick it next to a high-grade certified screen or one of our technology, you will definitely see a big difference. Alrighty, alrighty. Now, for those people who have the black diamond technology, and contact me and say, well, you know, hey, look, it does pick up its color, it does, but it's not going to compete with a screen that reads infinity black levels. Not going to be able to do it, and it can't overpower our screen and make it unwatchable, which is not going to happen. Our screen can generate images with lights on or off, and again, this technology goes outside. That screen's not going outside. Or work with an ultra short throw. I can't wait till we get the ultra short throw surfaces that I like to do is the elite screens. They're dark star surface ultra short throws are really, really good. Those screens are really good. Definitely really good. Now, the only thing we have to do now, we cover just about everything. The only thing we're looking now is to do the ultra short throws. We'll do one inside. If it starts to rain, which we shouldn't have a problem, we definitely should be out today. So we got more covered than we needed to. We got a lot covered.
New Cheetos pretzels. Crunch.
When I get done, I'll take this screen and ball it up into a bag. All right, get this out of here like this. It's go right here, here, here. show you the certified sample we have right here. Screen innovation. There we go. Very nice surface, as I said before. This is worth my time at the end of the day. Definitely a good screen. That's why I wanted to show the certified screen next to, on a white screen, comparison to a gray screen paint. And as you can see, that is just no comparison. So when you have somebody sitting there on their site saying, well, our screen paint can save you thousands of dollars, how would you even know that if you haven't done the test? If you don't have the surface, how would you know? Can't make that accusation. That's a whole different category of screen right there. That's not your everyday little screen paint mixtures and all that. That's a completely different form of technology. So to make that statement without doing the proper test, I'm not talking about dark environments. You can see they can drive off 50 lumen projectors very easily. To make those accusations, you're wrong. And one of the things I do see when people do try to make that attempt, they will stick that screen in the same environment their screen will stay in. It won't be an environment like this because it'll wash out. Theirs won't have an issue. 2 points. All right, well, that's basically about it. Hope you enjoyed the demonstration. Technology will probably be out sooner than we thought because, like I said, it's passing its tests left and right. Hope you enjoyed. I got to go. Thank you for your time. And, of course, we thank our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing us with amazing technology because, again, if it wasn't for him, none of this would exist. Got to go. If all goes well, I'll be outside. All right, got to go. God bless.